Hello, my name is Dr. Allie Baumgartner, and I am the Paleontology Collections Manager here at the Sternberg Museum. And today I'm going to be talking to you about these little weirdos, turtles. So welcome to a new way to museum. So, turtles, we know what those are, right? Well, maybe not so much. So Dr. Wilson and I have an entirely different video talking about why turtles are weird, but let's go into some more detail about these beautiful weirdos. So first of all, we're going to just pretend, we'll move to the shell in a little bit, but we're going to start with the face of a turtle. So turtle faces are really interesting. They are super armored, but the most important thing that I'm going to be talking about is the fact that they don't have any teeth. And this is really interesting. So turtles are kind of like birds in that respect, that they have these beaks. And that's how they eat. They don't grind things up with their teeth, but they're able to eat a wide variety of different foods. They will eat meat. They are omnivores. They can eat plants. If you've ever been blessed with a video of a turtle eating a strawberry, I really recommend that you look that up. But they do all of this without having any teeth. But I really recommend looking at some of the scary things that they can have going on in their mouths, even though they don't have any teeth. So some sea turtles, like the leatherback sea turtle, will eat jellyfish, and they have throats that are lined with spikes. So when they will swallow the seawater, all of the jellyfish will get sucked in, but they will get caught against the spikes in their throats so that they can't just swim back out. It's truly horrifying and very impressive that just because you don't have teeth doesn't mean that you can't have a mouthful of nightmare fuel. So that's one of the really cool things about turtles. Another thing is that people may think that all turtles basically look the same. You may know that there are hard-shelled turtles and there are soft-shelled turtles, but there's actually more to it than that. So the two main types of turtles are the pleurodires and the cryptodires. So pleurodire turtles are not able to bring their necks into their shell. These are often called side neck or snake neck turtles. And we're lucky to have one of those upstairs. Her name is Phyllis. If you ever come to the museum, be sure to say hi to Phyllis. She's very friendly. Don't touch her though, she will bite. So Phyllis is a side neck or snake neck turtle. That means that she can't move her neck into her shell, but instead she has a very long neck that she is able to move and kind of tuck into her shell to the side. There are no snake neck turtles known in North America today, but we do know that they used to be here from the fossil record, and I'll get to that a little bit more in a second. The other type of turtles are the cryptodires, and those are the ones that, if you live in North America, you are more likely familiar with. Cryptodires, like their name suggests, means that they can hide their heads. Crypto, they can hide it. So they can pull their heads into their shells. And you've probably seen that if you startled a turtle. The main way that we can tell the difference between a pleurodire and a cryptodire in the fossil record is by their pelvis or their hips. So fortunately, one of the most common things that we have from turtles in the fossil records are their shells. And that's the best way to tell the difference between a pleurodire and a cryptodire. So if you were to look inside of this, you would see that the pelvis, you might not be able to see it, but the pelvis is actually mounted to the inside of the shell, which is really interesting because the shell is actually the ribs. So that means the hips are inside the shell. In cryptodires, the pelvis is attached. In pleurodires, it's loose. So if you find a shell and you can see the hips attached, that means that it's a cryptodire. So we often talk about in the fossil record exploded turtle shells. We find them all the time. We often find the parts of both the carapace, which is the top, and the plastron, which is the bottom. So it's kind of like a puzzle. It has all of these different parts that we can put together. And that's something that we work on sometimes in the prep lab, but they are very common. They're very cute. So these are just a few basics about turtles. Just thought you might want to know. Turtles are adorable and should be appreciated. So thank you again, and welcome to A New Way to Museum.
Thanks for joining us in a new way to museum with the Sternberg Museum of Natural History. If you enjoyed this video, like it and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell for notifications when we release a new video. Support us on Patreon for early access and exclusive content. You can also follow us on all our social media. Links are found in the description. Thanks for watching, and follow your curiosity to new discoveries.